Hello friends. So I just started thinking through this process I'm going to do to make some adorable Easter cards. This is the March 2020. This isn't the full. This is a part of the March 2020 scrapbooking store kit. And I also have the upgrades. But these are all Authentique papers. There's two collections that are part of it, but I am using the Cottontail collection. And what I've done so far is I cut my papers into 8.5 by 11 and then cut them in half to have proper card bases that, fit into the standard envelopes that we all like to pick up at Michael's or wherever. They're cheap. So I started with this one right here. It is the Cottontail 8 paper, and it had some of the most beautiful designs in 3x4s. And let me tell you the tricky part about that paper. The tricky part about that paper is it's my favorite paper in the whole collection, and I had to use it, and now I want 2 sets of it. Look at how cute it is. I love this. So I still get to use that on a layout. So I started with that, and that's where these designs are from. And then I went ahead and cut papers for my bases. I have Cottontail 3, I cut into Cottontail 6, and then I cut into one more. Which other one did I cut into? I don't know. Oh, I cut into Cottontail number 1, which is this one or this one. Look at how cute those little carrots are in all the colors. Okay, so I did that so far. And now what I think I'm going to do is I think next I'm going to go ahead and just grab a brown ink to go ahead and ink in the edges. The deep color in this collection, I guess is the way to put it, is brown. And that is playing a starring role on everything I have. So I'm going to go ahead, ink all of them in, all of the different pages in. And then I have to get my thinking cap on a little bit about how I want to do these cards. Now I have 3x4s going onto each of them, so I pretty much get to match which one I want where, what's going to have the nice pop on it. Maybe put some papers behind it, not sure. Because I also have, let me show you the goodies I get to play with to make these cards. I've got this gorgeous, crazy pretty die cut sheet here. They're called Cottontail Elements. And you just pop the little pieces right out. And there's great sentiments. Happy spring, Easter blessings, happy Easter. So sentiments are already done for me. Look at how cute that is. Hippity, hop, hop. And I really have a big thing for that tone of green. So I keep looking at that. Now for my upgrades, I have this sheet here, which is awesome. I think this is Studio Calico. So I do have stickers, and the tone really works for this collection, as well as this warmer, almost orangey wood grain. That really works. I have sticker pieces, so I have lots I can do with there. I have this really great Studio 112. They're called pillow stickers. I'd call them puffy, but I'm not a manufacturer or a designer for this company. So I have these really great little puffy pieces. I love puffy pieces. And then my favorite upgrade in this kit is this set by Indigo and Ivy. And I do have some Indigo and Ivy in my stash, and I never got this and I never saw it. So I'm really excited. I have some wood veneer pieces that are super easy to use. The most gorgeous deep royal navy blue sequins, all kinds of great bits there. And I also have some little enamel shapes in gorgeous colors. Can you see how pretty those colors are? So I have lots to work with. I just have to figure out how I want to work card by card. So I'm going to ink everything in, and I'll come back to you once I have that done and I'm working on card number 1. All right, my friends, so I have my plan on this one. So I did go ahead, I think I should ink this side right here on the fold. I did go ahead and ink all my pieces ahead of time. This is the inside, which I think is so cute. And Somebody asked, oh, why don't you use cardstock when you make card bases? And the reason why is, I love pattern paper. Pattern paper is my thing. But it's just so much cuter when you look inside. And I did ink the inside as well. So now what I'm going to do, and with this one, I showed you that I had all the bases. And then what I did is I lined up all of my card bases and all of my 3x4 cards and just matched which ones I wanted to go with which thing. So once I put it on here, let me show you kind of where my thought was. I was like, I want yet more pattern because I kind of have a thing for pattern. So went back in and used my beloved green paper here, which I wish this kit had like 5 pieces of this paper in it. So went in, grabbed this because I absolutely refuse to hoard the goodies that I do enjoy. The reason why I will not hoard them is because there's always going to be something I love just as much made the next year. It's my theory on it. So this is a cute little Easter fella. And it looks like he's putting out some Easter eggs out in a field. So I decided that this can go kind of in this region. Let me make sure. Yep, that's fine. I liked these little photo corners that I was able to pop out of this sheet right here. So I grabbed my little photo corners. And I know I have it brought in a little bit. That was just so you can see. Oh, look at how cute that pink is. Oh, see, this back side has this gorgeous pink. So if you don't need something that's on this side of the sheet, flip it over because that pink is the cat's meow. Because, you know, there's like heart shapes and stuff like that on there. So you can very easily just use a heart shape if you need to. So here we will see pattern on pattern on pattern on pattern. And that's my thing. That is what I like. How much can I get on here that I love? And that's fine because I'm the boss of my card. There we go. Let me make sure I have that on correctly. Now the next thing I liked, and I was looking through my sheet here and I was like, okay, what kind of sentiment would I like to put on? I already have this adorable little Easter fella. And look at, he's dressed nice in his little jacket. And he has a nice little shirt on and cute little pants. He's barefoot. I don't really know about bunny shoes, so that works. So I have that, and I thought I would just put this little Celebrate sentiment on. It's in a nice blue tone, which is picked up in the colors here as well as the colors here. And I don't use these little glue runner, dot runner thingies that much. I usually go towards my ATG, but I'm trying to use up the ones that I have laying around. I know, lots of information for you. So I'm going to go ahead and pop that right about there. A nice little sentiment. And then we did get these great wood veneer, like I said. So I thought I would include one of those right here so that I have a nice little textural element. So my liquid glue of choice is this Aleene's Original Tacky Glue. Let me make sure that I am in frame for you. So I'm going to just go ahead, add just a couple little dots of that glue and pop it on. And I am going to have such a sweet little Easter card. I love him. I just love him. I love him. He is so cute. He is cute. Okay, I'm going to start working on the next one. I'll come right back. Hi, friends. So this is the next one I'm going to work on. It has these adorable little carrots, and I went back and forth whether or not I was going to be able to cut this up because I wanted it so much for a background. Look at how cute that is. The inside is this great pink gingham. And like I said before, I did make sure to ink that side, and I'll go ahead and ink that side. All right, so I have this, right? And once again, I'm going to do a little insert, and I'm going to use the same pink gingham that's on the inside here. So let's go ahead and pop that on. It's just so cute. You know what it is? Here's what I think part of this is, why I'm so excited about this. Easter has long been my favorite holiday. And, you know, it's a holiday that for me is like, oh, spring is finally going to start coming to my region. So these products with these really nice amount of saturation in them, I mean, you can call them pastels, but they are saturated pastels, which is kind of my jam. So I'm going to center-ish this. I'm not super precious with it. These are handmade cards to be given to people that I love, and it'll be great. Okay, now the Studio 112 set of pillow stickers, I liked this one right here. It's the same as this one, by the way. Actually, there's a slight variation of green in this one, so I'm going to pull the bottom one. Very, very slight. And I thought I could go ahead and put that right here, kind of centering it. And make sure I'm not going to have any trapped space in this region right here, though. I have a weird thing about trapped space. I'm going to go ahead and just press that down. It is plenty sticky. How awesome is that? And this adorable little Easter card is done too. Look at the little cute Easter card. So cute. Okay, I'm going to work on the next one and bring you along with me. Okay, friends, this is my third card, and this one is so cute. I have chocolate Easter bunnies with eggs on a really nice blue background. It's kind of like a saturated robin's egg blue. My inside are a bunch of Easter eggs, which is, you know, adorable. I'm going to use this absolutely soft, gorgeous print here. Reminds me of the early 70s. I'm gonna add that here. I think I'll put this here. I'm gonna pop this underneath slightly, I believe. I don't know. I'm coming up with my plan, but let's go ahead and I'll take you along with me. It's fun. So last time I made cards with my kit last month, I followed sketches. And this time around, it kind of lent itself to using the 3x4 cards. And I'm just kind of going for it. And it's interesting how different product can make you be inspired in different ways. I'm just peeling this up a little bit. I'm gonna have a couple smudgy marks, but nobody but you and me will know that I didn't put it on straight the first time. Not that it really matters. It's just a card that will be cute when I give it out. All right, so I know I want this cute little piece way down on the bottom here. Let's see. It's gonna just overhang a little bit on all the sides, and I mean an itty bitty bit, not much at all. Cute. Which will then let me know where I can go ahead and put this piece. Oh, and each of my 3x4 cards I'm going to be putting up on just a little bit of fun foam. So that is so cute. You know what? I think I'm going to put it down just a little bit more, and I'll show you why. So I can put it down just a little bit more. I don't have any trapped space, which is awesome. Okay, so that is awesome. We're going to go ahead and put that down just a little bit more. All right, I popped that one down just a little bit more. That way I can have the whole word Happy Easter show. It was getting covered slightly, and I thought we should be able to see the whole sentiment because it's cute. I love this book print, this text behind my little carrots. So I'm going to go ahead and use some itty bitty glue dots to further embellish these little bunny rabbit areas with a couple of these sequins. These sequins are kind of a champagne gold. So it's one of those things that can go like on any layout you can come up with. One on either side just for a little quick jazz. And look at how cute. Simple, simple, but cute this little card is. Adorable little carrots sitting here. Almost a tone on tone, but you can see some of the Easter bunny print and some of the green on this secondary background. I've got the green working here and here. I love the orange of the carrots, and we have a cute little base inside. Now I'll probably go ahead and look for one of my planer papers or a scrap when I'm done and just leave a little block on the very inside so I can go ahead and have a spot to write something down. But we'll see how that goes. All right, let me work on the next one. All right, friends, so I am working on this one now, and I've got some great little goodies I think I'm going to use. I have my little Easter egg base here, all kinds of different little Easter eggs down to little tiny chocolate ones. There are bunnies inside, so that is an adorable base. So I think the first thing that we're going to do is go ahead and get my extra little front piece on here, and I'm going to give myself just a little bit of room because I have some decoration I'm going to do on the bottom. Hopefully I will do it right the first time, but you just never know. Things do end up having to move around a bit with me. Let's go ahead and get this piece on, and I do have this one. It says Easter eggs, custom orders welcome, and these little bunnies are painting this egg, which is so cute. And I did go ahead and make this little pink gingham base just a little bit smaller than I've done in the past. So let me go ahead and move this once again. I told you I end up moving things around a little bit. There we go. Just so I have some good placement. I know I want that on the bottom. There we go. A little bit better. I wanted it just slightly more centered right and left. And it's kind of easy to do this because there's some really subtle book print kind of text behind here, so you can line it up nicely. All right, so I have these pieces right here. This one says coloring eggs, and it wasn't quite bright enough on this, so I grabbed a little scrap piece, and I'm going to just use a little liquid adhesive and get that on there. I thought it would make it pop just a tiny bit more. Come on, little piece. Come on. So you'll see how nice and bright that gets once it is on that green piece. So that makes that nice and easy to see and bright and happy. And it's just a scrap piece, so how easy is that? I also have this little tiny, not tiny, smaller Easter bunny piece here, and it looks just kind of like a cameo piece. So I am going to, oops, that came off a little bit. That's because I have zero patience and I just start going for it, you know? So I want it to kind of go like this. I'm gonna have the pieces kind of go intersecting a little bit. You make sure that's working just fine there. My cute little bunny can go up tiny bit because I want you to be able to see a little bit right here. And I think I'm going to finish it off with this indigo and ivy little pink enamel heart right here, which will bring the pink all the way across and give me a little bit of shine. Just a little bit of shine can do so much. Look at that, just a little something. And so I have my Easter bunny cameo down here, coloring eggs for my sentiment, and they're coloring eggs up top. Cute. All right, let me get out the goodies for my 5th and last card. Hey friends, so this is my last card. Love how these have been turning out. So this one has this really great circle with circles with all the colors in the collection, and a really fine pale green. I mean, it's super intricate around each of the circles, and I have the plaid on the inside. Now this card I'm going to have go in this orientation because I really like these Easter eggs going like this as opposed to this. You can put it either way, but it is my preference. And I'm going to use this pink gingham to dress up the front of the card. Now I do know I'm going to have a little bit extra going on, so I'm going to have both of these pieces up on some foam. So let me go ahead and put that, I believe, maybe up a little bit. And all of these pieces have been inked, like I said. And I'm probably going to have to grab another piece of foam from over here. I'm going to use what I have to start, but then I'm going to have to bring in a little bit of extra. So this will go at the top like this. And I do know I'm going to have this blessings part go across the bottom. So let me go ahead and get some ATG on that. About right there, so that we can see the Easter eggs equally on each side. That is cute. Okay, so now I can see where I need my foam. And I don't think I have enough of these little Frankenstein pieces. I always try first though, with what I have before I bring in some extra stuff. So that's a nice piece. And then let's just start a new one. Not a big deal. Throw that to the side. And I have, voila, that piece. So let me go ahead and get these popped up foamy pieces on here. I knew that this was gonna be just beneath it a little bit, and I thought that might be cute, and I wanted to use those. Okay, seeing what I had and how I want it sitting. Yeah, I like the idea of it being just coming on the bottom a little bit, or do I want it sitting at the top? What do you guys think? What do you think? You know what? Because you've watched me take every single one of these apart, why don't we just do the same thing? I didn't put it down really tight, so it made it easier to get it off this time. Kind of centered. There we go. Now we have it, the adhesive already on there. We'll just put that in the center as well. And then what I'm going to do to finish this one off is I really thought that these little pieces, are called pillow stickers from Studio 112, were pretty cool as kind of a fancy little photo corner area, and it works really nicely because you can't see the bottom corners as well. Not that that bothers me, because I would have gone for it anyway, but it does make it just a little bit more of a finished off piece. There we go. So that is my 5th card. Let me bring it up a little bit more to show it to you. I think it is adorable. I've got the dimension, some inking, and let me show you the 5 cards. Now this is the only one I have going in this orientation. Not a big deal, but let me zoom out. You're gonna see some of my mess because I was making a mess as I went, and that is just fine. So let me see. So here are my 5 cards, and I think they are adorable spring Easter cards made and ready for the holidays. So I'm gonna send these out like a week before Easter, and I think they're so cute. I love them. So I will go ahead and get some pictures taken of them and get them posted and all that kind of thing, but I hope you like what I came up with. Oh, and what I did say to you is I was gonna take whatever scraps I have that are the calmest. Do I have any calm colored scraps? These are all pretty bold. All right, I might go ahead and look in my scrap bin to find just a matching little piece of paper and pop it on in so that I can write sentiments as I go, but no big deal. I'll figure that out. I hope you like what I came up with today, and I'll see you guys ever so soon. Goodbye, friends.